And then Denver at Kansas City, the second game. Just starting at forward, he leads the NBA in shooting percentage, Richie.
His 6 or 7 foot shot is still working, and there's the Bird. Could be Rookie of the Year and maybe most valuable player.
He's also the leading scorer on the Celtics now, 21.5 points a game. Dave Cowens, who's been back in action for about a month now, and Bob Ryan, the fine writer for the Boston Globe, tells us the last 3 or 4 games he's really come all the way back. Had a great game in the Garden in New York. Archibald starting at guard, and Pete Maravich, who scored 31 the other night in Connecticut. Archibald, as you can tell, has the heavy glasses on because he had a scratched cornea. All right, Tyler jumping, and he can jump. And it's Boston with the ball. Cornbread Maxwell. Archibald to run the show. Collins on top. Maravich is free. Reverses it up and is fouled. So all of a sudden, Maravich got away from his man. Backdoored, was under the basket, and was fouled.
You know, I've got to correct myself again. It's Kelser, because Hubbard is on the injured list with Kent Henson. So now we've got it straight. We've got Kelser in the game, who again hasn't played since March 4th and has had a severe case of the flu.
And before that, Gregory was really playing well. He's played a lot since Lanier left, and the rookie at times has really been brilliant. Gregory Kelser.
Did I call him a different name? Did I use the wrong first name? I'm 0 for 3 tonight.
Good start, Rich. Here's Lee on the baseline. Nice move. Nice move. And it tied the game at 2. The Celtics and Detroit. Larry Bird gets free, and he puts the shot up 4-3. The Celtics by 1. Collins got inside. Archibald, nice pass to Bird. Boy, do they play the game.
He put that ball up left-handed. And I don't know why, because it was near the defensive player. Maybe he was looking for that little tick to get the 3-point play.
The Celtics have lost only 18 games all year long. Leon Douglas over Collins, offensive foul. Don't count the basket. Douglas jumped into Collins. Over to Bird now. I see Maxwell kind of roaming under the basket, looking to get free.
He'll take about 11 shots and makes 11.
Collins misses shot. I'm going to tell you what, Maxwell really got nailed.
Guess who hit him? Ron Lee. Watch Lee come into this picture. There he is.
Oh, you're
Crash.
Right. Long brings Detroit within 1. Archibald gets it back out to 3. Collins, who can hit that shot. 13-8, the Celtics by 5. Pistol Pete now gets it underneath the Maxwell. He's fouled. Good pass by Maravich.
Watch his feet. Watch Collins' feet and see what happens. There, he's planted pretty well. He starts moving, sets the pick, and he takes it. He got hit low in the abdomen, and down he went. I don't think it's anything but a blow to the abdomen, and he's shaking his right knee a little bit, but that might have hit the floor when he went down. Dave is tough. He'll shake it off. They wanted, Bill Fitch wanted some kind of a foul on the offense that time, or rather the defense, for charging into Dave Cowens, but the pick was set legally, and you can't legislate how hard the man comes in. He just got hit in the wrong spot, flexing his right knee, so more damage there.
Maravich.
We said that in unison. You know, I'm looking over at the Boston broadcaster, Johnny Most. Obviously, he's ill because we saw him, and they've got another young man doing the game for Johnny Most.
Hamilton passes
up. He's looking around, sees Maravich.
Tipped out of bounds.
Good call. Fans don't like it, but it was a good call.
Bird told, again, Bob Ryan of the Globe around in November after he'd been in the league for about a month, he said to Ryan asked him what he thought of the NBA, he said, you know, they play a pretty good brand of ball here.
French Lick, Indiana has arrived in the NBA.
Celtics by 17. Here's a three-point try by Bird. Collins high off the board. That's been a pretty good battle, Collins and Tyler. And it was last touched by Terry Tyler with 2 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Whoops.
And the inbounds pass.
Got a two-shot
Maravich
foul.
is
Maravich got
fouled.
hit in the face.
That's an automatic two-shot foul. Foul before the ball came in bounds.
Before the ball was released by the player out of bounds. Pistol, we were kidding him before the game, and he said he's not going to get a haircut until he scores 50 points. That hair might be down around his waist, but you never know.
Well, we had a great individual performance here on Thursday Night NBA basketball when Phoenix came in here, and Westfall had the great game, Rich.
He had 47, was it, or something like that, which is still the Silverdome record. Maravich is shooting for his 10th and gets it.
Celtics by 19, 1 second to go. And that is the end of a Celtic first quarter here in the Silverdome.
The main differences between this year and last year, in addition to Larry, were of course the signing of ML Carr, who gives you a sixth man type of effervescence. He fits in so well to the Boston tradition of being a sixth man. He can play small forward. He comes in, he picks the game up. He can play a little bit of guard, and he's got a great personality, and he relishes this role. He feels like a gunfighter coming in, or a cavalry officer or something. He just loves this whole idea of being plugged into the mystique. Tiny Archibald has made a great comeback. He really is the NBA comeback player of the year, because I would, for one, was willing to drive him to the airport the last day of the season and never see him again. Only Bill Fitch had faith that Tiny could ever play and be a good player in the NBA again. Dave Cowens has got himself back to 85%, say, of his old self, as opposed to the 50% he was last year.
Has Maravich picked up any slack that might have been missing?
Maravich was gotten so he could give them one more perimeter shooter, one more veteran they could rely on for some offense when the tough games come and the playoffs come, and perhaps a player that could run the offense in Tiny's absence. So far, he has not picked up his old ball handling and floor vision, but he has got his shooting, as you can see. He's coming off a 12 for 18 game. He had a strong first quarter, and he's giving him that. He feels he's 50% of his old self, and I have to say that he's probably right, because I have to believe he'll be a better ball handler and passer than he's been so far, but he has given him a lift off the bench scoring, and that is part of what he was asked to do.
Final question. Who is going to win the NBA championship this year, and what will be the two teams in the finals?
If I had to go unload my wallet at Reno legally, I'd go with Los Angeles. I think that the big guys motivated. They've got a power team, and I'm not sure if Boston is ready yet as a unit to play and win a 7-game series against Los Angeles or even Seattle. I'd favor either of those two over Boston, and I think Boston will get there. I cannot see any Eastern team beating them in a 7-game series.
Well, with that stunning comment, because you really surprised me, I thought you were going to say Boston, but your erudition shines again. Thank you. This was Richie Powers with Bob Ryan, sending it back to Jim Carvelis.
All right, Matthew Gonzalez is going to do a 360-degree flying back kick in break 4 more.
Not Uppsala. Look at that pass get through.
Blocked there by Tyler. Now inside Duke.
Tell you what, this thing could change very quickly. Boston is not playing their basketball. Boston hasn't ended up with a layup in a long while. There's Maravich from a better distance, and it doesn't roll.
Tyler.
I think he got a foul on Roby.
Maravich.
Here's a foul, and that's his sixth.
6 on
And
Lee.
a technical foul. That's a bad reaction by Lee.
Maravich finally gets that down.
Maravich. See what I mean? You find your spot and go to it, and they'll give you the ball.
Well, Pete had 2 open jump shots in the press early on, and he missed them both. Then the last time he decided to go to the basket, he got fouled, and now he's hit 2 in a row for the Celtics.
Now they're breaking this press again. And look what they end up with. This is not the way it should be done. There's a great pass and a great block.
Tyler. And up and in again by Carr. Ted. Pistol Pete went to Bird. He got it out to Henderson, and Gerald hits it again.
Got it to the right man. He
Pass to Maravich under the basket. Reverses it up and in.
Atta baby. Easy does it. Easy does it.
Maravich on a long pass, and now it's a 19-point lead for the Celtics with 3:55 to play.
Pistol's an amazing shooter. When he can't see the rim, it always goes in.
Hamilton misses and rebounds Rich the other night against San Antonio Tuesday night unsealed.
Amazing man.
He really is. 34 years old, and he's having his best rebounding year in the last 5. And they said he was getting old. He may be getting old, but he may be getting better as well. The ball wasn't here. Here's Pistol Pete, bottom of the net. Of course, they picked up Pernson. 6 seconds. A 3-point try is good by a long.
I think he called it 2 because his foot was on the line. His forward foot just touched the line. Good position. That's no good because it's too late.
So Roby trying to get a three-point shot from the right corner to match Mr. Collins. Was off the mark, but the Celtics weren't off the mark very much tonight. All right, Richie.
Well, as we said, it's 126 Boston and Detroit 106, the 58th win of the year by the Boston.